Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered 12. I covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
Happy Roll Call Friday. It's the first Friday of the football season, boys and girls. Welcome in to the Bostonian versus the book. If you're not fired up, you should be now. Let's go. Football is here. Last night wasn't so good for me betting-wise. That will be later. We'll talk about that later. Dave Sharapan, the book. Matt Perrault, the Bostonian. We are loaded with a ton of things to get to on the program today. Reminder at the top of the hour, top of the show. If you were listening on Sirius XM, welcome in. I appreciate you guys doing so. It is our third show, right show though, on Sirius XM, channel 159 for us. Replay on Sports Grid TV, live on YouTube, live on Twitter each and every day about this time, somewhere between 10:30, 11 o'clock Pacific time-ish, 1:32, somewhere in there, Eastern time. For 2+ hours or so we go. Lots of things to get to on the program. First and foremost, sir, how are you?
Fired up, baby.
Friday.
It's Football Friday. All right. That's what people are dubbing it. That's what people are saying.
I called it Fight Song Friday in my entire radio career.
I like
every single Friday. It was Fight Song Friday. We don't take breaks here. So when I would play fight songs coming back in, I've had Rammer Jammer in my head all day long. Pat and the boys are on the quad. I spent 5 years every home Saturday, right where McAfee is doing his show from. And I'm like, man, that is a throwback to times before when I was single and running around college campuses.
You remember college football on campus, what Fridays felt like. I would come on the show and Jose or Robert or whomever it was producing the show, Joe, would have Penn State fight song when I would come on. Which we don't got to worry about Penn State this week. They're going to be fine. But so many good games this weekend. The NFL starting. We got people signing up. I've been so busy this morning. Went down and saw Raymaker Lou. Drove him back to the hotel. There's so much construction on the strip and on Paradise. It used to be so easy to zip in and out of there. It took a little bit longer than anticipated. Then I got home. The bug guy just showed up at the door, said, is there any problems? I said, everyone that would know is not here at this house right now. And I got Perrault waiting upstairs for me right now, sir. So the gate's open, spray away. I got to go do the show. Now we're here ready to go.
When I drove down yesterday to meet you at the Westgate. And so I had a window between the show ending, posting the show, and then going and getting Madeline from school. It's the same window I have today.
Yes.
I was sitting at a light contemplating, if this continues, can I fucking live here? Like, I'm really mad. This needs to go away.
Go away.
Because this is why I do not want to live in Houston. It's why I do not want to live in Kansas City. It's why I don't want to live in Boston. It's why I don't want to live in major markets. Because I don't want to have to add 45 minutes on to whatever I am doing. If it takes me 20 minutes to drive there, it should take me 20 minutes to drive there. And I'm sorry, I forgot we're not supposed to swear today. Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Ryan's on it. So Ryan's on it.
Forgot about Ryan.
No, he said he's good. We're good. It's good.
Right.
You can let it fly. Listen, it's Friday. There might be some F-bombs. There might be some,
But this is bad, Dave. I mean, it took me 45 minutes to get to Madeline's school from the Westgate. It's supposed to take me 20.
Yeah. When it doubles the time, that's the frustrating part. Today, I picked up Lou. We signed up at Westgate, and we had to go to Paris. I put it in Waze because I got it. Waze knows the best way, ideally. Right. It's 2 miles. How long should 2 miles take you to get from Westgate to Paris?
on a Friday afternoon, it should take you no longer than 10 minutes.
Okay. The immediate thing it said when I pulled it up, it said 18 minutes. I'm like, 18 minutes to go. I usually that's 6. If you get the light and you get the other light with the back way that I know, it's
Right.
6 minutes. I have them there. I'm like, all right, well, settle down, sit down. We shot the video this morning. He's fired up. He's like, you wake up like this every day. I said, every day. I said, we got up this morning, got Jessica and Little Consig up, shot videos for the Pirates, found a play there that we'll discuss. Made a couple phone calls, took a couple emails, went down and met Lou, saw Paulie in the parking lot from VSiN. Paulie Howard, he had hair all over his jacket. I said, Paulie, what are you doing? He said, I got a dog. I said, I understand, brushed him off. Saw Benson, got in the car, back to Paris, back home, bug guy, here with you. The rundown is there. Tried to book a couple guests. We'll get them next week because they couldn't make it on Friday. But I don't know.
Need them.
Friday, we don't need it. We got
not today. Today
the
we're
crew
full.
is here. This number keeps going up in the live chats. Hit the subscribe button so you get the notification that we start when we do. Hit the like button today, please. Do me a favor. Later, after the show, go and leave a comment. We'll get this thing going in the algorithm on the weekend because there's a lot of college football. So
Yes,
do that right now. As you come in, I need a city and a state where you're at right now watching the show. I just saw Joe C. Myers is here for the live show with newly acquired hearing aids.
Sorry.
So Joe C., when them stingers come, you might have to take that thing out a little bit. It's a little loud.
Yeah.
We're going to do the roll call at 12:30 Pacific. That's 3:30 Eastern, where we're going to ask 5 minutes before if I forget Sonic or Addison or Mikey Awesome, one of our tremendous moderators in the chat, will let me know. 5 minutes before, I need the 3-digit area code where you're at so we can run it and see. We're going for 40 states today. 40 states or 40 states and combined countries, maybe.
Okay. Bet the over on that.
You think so?
For combining countries, yeah, bet the over. I mean, we normally do like 35. I think the number we normally get to, and then you add in Canada, Australia, England, European countries, England, Germany, somewhere in that range.
Spain, maybe?
Spain,
Germany?
Yeah. I don't think we ever had Spain. I haven't seen Spain pop before on a Roll Call Friday. If you are new to the show, by the way, if you're new to listening to the show on Sirius XM, this is what Fridays are for us. We call it Roll Call Friday. You guys are listening on a replay, so you won't get it live. But for folks who are in the live chat, and you're always welcome to join us on our YouTube channel at Boston versus the Book to be in the live chat. I know you guys on Twitter. I see you on the replay, okay? I know your friend in New Jersey, our big softball guy who's in the contest. He writes all the time, and I'm really sorry because I don't watch it on Twitter. I watch it back on Twitter, and he's writing these things at us like furiously, and I'm like, I feel really bad. I'm sorry. So if you are on Twitter writing stuff to us, I do see it, but it's after the fact. So roll call is we yell out whoever's in the chat. If you write and identify yourself, we will give you a shout out on Friday. We do it about an hour into the show. So just be ready and be prepared to go ahead and drop in your area code, and we'd like to see where you are, wherever you are on this great country. So we will do that in about an hour. Also, in bonus time, if you guys have a game you want us to discuss and break down, I can't guarantee a pick or a play on it, but we'll talk about it on YouTube, the bottom right-hand corner. You guys can click on the super chat and go ahead and fire that at us, and we'll get to it in bonus time after we are done. So heads up on that. If there's a game, obscure game you want Dave's take on, go right ahead. We'll talk about it. I can't guarantee you'll like the pick or play, but we'll talk about it for sure.
Excellent.
All right. What happened last night? Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20. Game goes under. Lions win outright. They cash a plus 140 money line play, and they cover every single number that were out there. The content folks were doing victory laps last night. I went against it. I didn't bet the side. I bet the over. Did not come in on that, but what did we learn from the game last night? Anything?
I think what I learned is that Patrick Mahomes is unbelievable. He had his best weapon taken away.
Okay.
The day before the game, essentially. Still found a way to hit. I don't know how many guys he completed passes to. There were guys on the list of receptions. I have no idea who these people were. I think there was over 10 different people that caught receptions yesterday. They turned the ball over, a pick six, one of his first ever something pick sixes in a primetime game. I don't know what the stat was. And they were still leading the game late, gave up the lead, and he had an opportunity to win when everything was against him. Okay. That's my first takeaway. The second takeaway is that Detroit didn't play their best game and found a way to go into Arrowhead and win. So, couple things there. The running game with Montgomery, they got to keep this guy healthy. I loved him in Chicago. He looks great in the Honolulu Blue. And they are going to feed him, and they are going to run the ball. I was impressed with Detroit. I was impressed with Kansas City. I thought it was a pretty good football game.
You were impressed with Kansas City. Wow.
They didn't have nothing. They were right there.
You weren't concerned at all that Kadarius Toney dropped more balls than anybody in recent memory and had to delete his Twitter account today because of it?
Bro, that was bad. Like,
you didn't. It doesn't concern you at all.
He couldn't catch the ball.
Could catch a cold. I mean, this guy
nothing. Nothing. The hands weren't working.
I would be very concerned. That's a big concern for Kansas City. You better hope that Kelsey's knee is okay.
Yeah, I think Kelsey's knee will be fine.
Okay.
I'm really not overly concerned with Kansas City.
Really?
Other than, I mean, they're going to be fine. They're going to be. They're going to win 8 games now. Like, we can't overreact like that.
I'm not overreacting.
I just
to the point. In 2017, the Patriots lost on Thursday Night Football to Kansas City in Foxborough on Banner Night.
Oh, that was a great night. I remember that.
Patriots went 13-3 in the regular season and went on to the Super Bowl and lost to Philadelphia.
Which was also a great night when they lost to Philly.
Yeah, it was a great night. Also, it was a horrible call in the end zone. That was not a touchdown in the end zone. Patriots got robbed, so that's fine.
Speaking of horrible calls, you know what else I learned last night?
What?
What the hell is the use of starting the play when the center snaps the ball if the tackle's going to move every single play before the play starts?
It's great. Chiefs don't need advantages, right?
Was it me? Like, you saw that?
Of course. I mean, Collinsworth pointed it out like 3 times. He was like, I guess that guy's on the line of scrimmage, kind of. And then he was constantly going he was going early every time. He was anticipating the snap because he was worried about Aiden Hutchinson, which I would be too. That guy's an absolute baller.
He went first every play before the ball. I'm watching it going, maybe it's my TV. Maybe it's my angle. What in the hell is going on? Why are they not throwing a flag?
That will be discussed. My guess is next week, if Jaguars are going to be pointing that out in the pregame, going, that tackle moves every time, right? We're not going to let that happen today, right? Okay, thank you. So we'll see how that goes on. Look at Patrick Mahomes is a first ballot, top 10 all-time quarterback. Okay,
so good.
He's so good. He's incredible. But just like Tom Brady, when you start to take him for granted in some ways by not giving him the weapons that he needs to be successful, like Giselle said, he can't throw and catch the ball at the same time.
Oh, and don't bring that up now. Oh,
it's the truth. Doing? Look at the receiving core. I talked about this in July to you.
Giselle talking didn't end well for Tom and Giselle. Please don't get her talking. Mrs. Mahomes, we don't need her saying nothing about the receivers.
Oh, she'll talk. She's going to talk. Brittany's going to talk like crazy. She can't help herself. She's going to go on TikTok today and start talking about Tony. She will, if they have a rough year, she's the first one who's talking about the receivers. But you look at the group of receivers, the Sky Moores, the Kadarius Toneys of the world. It's unbelievable that this is who Patrick Mahomes is going to have to play with this year. I mean, it's Travis Kelce, and that's it. And I thought there actually were.
Rice made a nice catch. I mean, he'll be okay.
This is what the Patriots did. The Patriots did this too.
Sky Moore, he was nowhere to be found last.
This is what happened in New England with Brady. They started to group up a bunch of guys that you would expect them to play. They're C players. You're asking them to be B+ players because it's Mahomes. Some games it'll work. Other games it will not work. And you will have to lean on the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, who made an incredible 4th down and 25 4th and 25 throw across his body over a safety into Tony's hands. Who dropped it? Who dropped it? So, I mean, this is
play before that, or no, it was a second down play. When Tony dropped the ball, it was a first down. Like, I mean, it was 2nd and 10 or whatever it was, and it went right through his hands. And Mahomes did this thing on his helmet again, like, I don't know what else to do. You could see he was so frustrated, but
he should have been frustrated.
He kept it together, and like, just, you could tell he was like, okay, we got to get it. But how do you trust that guy again? Like, that's a hard.
You can't. Yeah, you get Kelsey back in 10 days to play against the Jaguars. We'll do the Chiefs today. That is our team of the day. So we'll go back to Kansas City talking a bit about how many games we think they'll wind up winning. Their win total doesn't matter anymore because I think they've got concerns. I think they are big. I said this before. The Kansas City Chiefs are not repeating as Super Bowl champs. Said it in the summer. I said after one game, it's not a knock on Kansas City. It's simply the fact that the 2003, 2004 Patriots were the last ones to do it 20 years ago. In today's NFL, you saw it last night. Look at the roster. When you are winning, teams come and take your players. Tyreek Hill is in Miami. Juju Smith-Schuster is in New England. These players leave. They get contracts.
Or they get paid.
Eric Bieniemy
wants to get paid. And sometimes
Eric Bieniemy is not in Kansas City anymore. Okay. Eric Bieniemy is now with the Washington Commanders. So you just have to understand this.
It's not right.
What's not right?
Chef Benny said Tony's key card didn't work today at the facility.
He's right. I mean, it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work. I mean, he had to delete his Twitter account today. It was because he ripped on Giants fans for so long. He was going back and forth all summer with Giants fans about how he was with Patrick Mahomes and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And he plays like that, and Giants fans had receipts, and they brought it to him, and he just, deleted his Twitter account because of it.
Just got to be so careful with the social media stuff now. I don't know. If you're going to talk when you win, you got to be prepared to get to talk to when you lose. You used 100%. To tell the kids that. Act the same when you win and you lose. It's the same. Like, enjoy the game, period. When it losing sucks, winning is fun. We'll have fun when we win, but we'll also have fun when we lose. It's the same thing with these guys. That was a terrible game. Like, what did you expect? I would have turned the Twitter off for 48 hours. Just don't go on there. Like, he had to delete the Twitter. Well, you brought it on. I mean, it's the same thing when we get to the college, Nebraska, Colorado. I mean, they've been talking for a week about a lot of things. They better be prepared. If Nebraska goes in there and wins, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come out of that.
Oh,
man, chat is flowing.
A lot of things. It's right. A lot of things. Okay, you get one baseball topic, my friend.
It's fine.
You get one.
I appreciate that. I saw it in the rundown. I was surprised. I actually didn't think it was going to be any, but
you get one. I'll give you one baseball topic for
That's
today.
Great.
The Giants have lost 6 straight. They're 2.5 games out of the wild card. Are they dead?
I mean,
the Marlins are exactly the opposite, even though they got beat 10-0 last night by the Dodgers.
I don't want to say they're dead, but I mean, you buried the Red Sox. Done.
Right.
Talked about burying the Marlins. They haven't died yet.
No. I buried the Rangers. I never buried the Marlins. I buried the Rangers.
Texas was next. That's right.
I buried the Rangers. I didn't bury
Marlins. Are you putting the shovel out, digging a hole for the Giants? That's it?
Kinda, yeah.
Really?
I'm kinda. Yeah. I think this is the worst possible time to have this type of losing streak.
Really?
In mid-September, when you're trying to contend with 5 other teams that are trying to get into wild card contention.
Don't lose sight of the fact that the 5 teams things, it's true, but at the same time, they're 1 game, 2 games. Like, nobody's at the jump. Like the Yankees.
Yeah, the Giants are now 2.5 games out.
A favor right now.
They're dead.
I get one baseball talk.
Yankees are dead.
Done.
They got worked by the Tigers yesterday. Stop talking about the Yankees.
Smoked by the Tigers.
Yeah.
Rodon, man, you want to talk about a guy who's collecting and ain't showing up and doing the job. His key card may not work today. And Yankee fans, I suggest he turn the Twitter off because That one's done.
Yeah.
All the Yankee fans have been talking about, oh, we got this happening. We can have this happen, win all these games.
Look, we did their schedule yesterday. Then you go out and get work. They're going to sweep the Tigers. Okay, sure.
Relax. Everybody relax.
Sit down.
I hope when they go to Pittsburgh next week,
Ooh.
that's the one that puts the X in the standings and shuts them out. Give them a big X. It's done.
The E?
The
Put the E next to their name?
Is it an E now for
Eliminated?
eliminated?
Yes. The E is they put an E. ESPN.com puts an E next to your name when you're eliminated.
E.
MLB.com puts an X.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm old school. It used to be an X. That used to be the thing. And then a Y and a Z. Y made the playoffs. Z clinched the division. So for you kids that don't understand anything we're saying, that was in a newspaper. It was actually a newspaper that printed this stuff. But anyhow, thank you for the time with the baseball. We're on a pitch clock. I want to keep it moving. Giants aren't dead yet, but they're close.
Yeah, they are. We have one game tonight. Illinois on the road at KU. Jalen Daniels has a back injury. He
flipped the graphic. Kansas is favored. Oh, Illinois is plus 3.5. Okay. That's a unique way of putting it. We always put the favorite. You got me there. Very nice. Very nice. You always put the favorite. Why would you put the plus 3.5?
Because that's who I like.
You like the dog?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Yeah.
You got something against Kansas, don't you?
I do not. I do not.
I think you do.
I like this offense a lot. I like the coach. I like the quarterback. He's hurt. Being the backup is good. Both are going to play tonight, in my opinion. But I think there's some overreaction coming down with Illinois, and I'm going to kind of follow my own logic with this because we were so overreactionary from week 1 to week 2 with a lot of teams. You know, I faded Hawaii, but I rode UMass, I rode San Jose State, and I paid for it. Illinois did not look good in week number 1, but I think Illinois is going to look much better tonight. I think KU could win, but this is more of a play on the hook than anything else. I like the 3.5 versus the 3 on Illinois.
And there's some places down south that have moved to 4, sir.
Ooh, Kansas money coming in on Jalen Daniels. And I get the idea. I do. And I'm glad that's out there because I told people last night in the juice, I was like, you might get 4 because I thought the number might, if Daniels gets cleared to play, people are going to bet KU at home. I just think physicality wise, I think Illinois is going to run them over tonight.
Really?
Physically, yes. I think the line of scrimmage tonight is what separates. This is a Big 10 team against, a run and shoot Big 12 team.
Oh, boy.
I'll take the power.
Yeah.
So I like Illinois tonight.
Before I forget, I just got the alert. People, if you've signed up with the Brigade Proxy service, do not log into your account.
Okay.
We'll explain why later. I'm telling you all right now. We'll talk about it in BVB bonus time. But I just got an alert that says there's some geolocation issues. Do not log into your account. We will get your picks in. We will tell you. We'll email you.
There's no, just make this perfectly clear. There really is no need for you to enter into your Circa account at all. You can do everything. It's why you have us.
Yes.
So you can do it. You can follow on circasports.com. If you're like, Matt, I want to watch what I've picked, what other people have picked. They put a PDF out
every week.
Will tell you all of that.
All the time.
Yes. So realistically, you might want to go in there and fool around and see the numbers and see the lines. You don't need to do anything like that. It's why you've hired us to handle your account. Okay. So if you're a control freak, delete the app. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. If you're a control freak, if you're somebody who cannot handle it, delete the Circa app off your phone. So you never even think about getting involved in doing with it because nobody wants to be up against a deadline freaking out because you've locked the account because there's geo-targeting stuff that they've added to it from a compliance standpoint now. So if you're in Illinois and we're in Vegas and you log in and then we log in, the app says, boom, problem, lock it. And when you lock it, now we got to make phone calls to people. We got to run around and try to make sure that it's open and everything else. Okay.
Please.
So if you aren't able to keep your fingers away from the password and the entry to your own account for today, tomorrow, or the season, delete the damn thing. Get rid of it. So it's not even a temptation for you because you can get everything on circasports.com.
Correct. And same with the Westgate. The guys that signed up for the Westgate, same thing.
Yeah.
Just no need to do it. You can do it. If you need to, you can do it on Thursday. Log
Right.
in, see the lines, write them down, print them out, whatever. But they're also available at circusports.com. They're available on Twitter at Circa Sports. All of it is available. Same with the Westgate. It's Superbook Sports, superbookcontest.com, all this other stuff. Everybody relax. You're going to be fine. Do not log into the app. Thank you.
More a little bit.
Service announcement.
Our friend David Purnham writing, Dion's Colorado Buffaloes attracting more bets than NFL games coming up for Nebraska at Colorado. Monster handle.
Yeah.
Numbers down to 2.5.
This, by the way, is a newspaper. I keep it close. This is actually a newspaper. For the kids that don't know, this is a piece of paper. It's a paper with stories, ink on it, everything. It's right there. This one has the Knight Stanley Cup. We'll talk about that when hockey season comes.
Still doesn't make any sense, but yes, why we did that once, now, right?
I like the newspaper.
When you think about it, it is kind of an idiotic thing, right?
A newspaper?
Yeah, it is kind of dumb. Like, when you think about
Hold on. What the hell are you talking about? I love the newspaper.
The physical, getting able to replace it with a digital copy that can float into the atmosphere and be gone is way better.
The digital copy doesn't work.
What do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't work? It doesn't
What
work.
if you can't log into your account?
What do you mean you can't log into your account? What are you talking about?
What if you can't log in?
Things up.
I like to go buy the paper at the store.
To physically print something onto a piece of paper and have it then turn around and go and sell that piece of paper, to physically hand it to somebody else, in all honesty, you stop and think about it and go, it's a very inefficient way of transmission of information. It's inefficient.
Totally disagree with you.
Okay. It's a very inefficient way of actually transmitting a story from one person to the next that's not very efficient. We're much more efficient now.
Is it better?
Yeah, because radio will be the next one to have this iteration for inefficient markets to be taken down.
How are we going to talk to people or listen to music if we don't do it on the radio?
What do you mean? Same way we do it now. I don't listen to the radio. That's why I left radio. YouTube, Twitter. I told you it's all going to.
How do you listen to new music? How do you consume new music?
Spotify
tells you what to listen to. Suggests.
It tells me. No, I find it in a variety of ways.
How do you find it?
How I find it is there's a new music Friday playlist that's on Spotify that every Friday it has new songs. And so I go ahead.
What genre?
It knows what I like. That's the beautiful thing about it. The algorithm knows
what you like.
It'll know what you like too. I like everything. So it gives me
everything. That's the part of the
I play everything. And it knows I play everything. So it goes through all of it and it gives me different songs and different artists. On YouTube is the same thing. It's the way that it will work. FM radio, by the time our daughters are voting, FM radio will be pretty much obsolete.
Wow, we're going to have to save this clip.
In 9-10 years, FM radio is going to be pretty much obsolete. AM radio is going to be kept alive because there's people in Congress who are getting big bags of money. And so they're going to force big bags. So they're going to force the car companies to continue to produce cars with AM radios, but FM radios will pretty much be a thing of the past very soon. And Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be built in. There'll be interfaces built into your car that you will be listening to your favorite radio station FM-wise on their apps. iHeartRadio, for instance.
Man, oh man. I like the radio when you don't know what's coming.
It's the same. You don't know what's coming on Spotify when you're going through a random playlist.
Fair.
So, I mean, it skips around. You just click on random, click on shuffle, and it goes in through, and you just don't know what's going to pop up next. It's just inefficient in terms of the cost. If you guys ever saw what radio stations play for electricity, land, engineering,
and towers, and big
that's
towers.
I mean, the towers are land and electricity. Having to paint once every 10 years, having to paint your tower. Okay. That's insane. There's people who do that. They just travel the country and they paint radio towers.
Really?
It takes them a week to do one.
Man,
8 hours,
man.
And you're locked in. I watched the guys do it once. It's insane. The people who do that, they make a ton of money because it's super dangerous. I mean, they're so high up. A big wind gust or something knocks you off, and see you later, and you're done.
I don't know. I'm not ready to just hand everything to these phones and just
you
let
better
it decide
get used
what
to
I
it.
like. And
You better get used to it because it's whether you like it or not, it's happening around.
Oh,
you.
I'm
So,
seeing it happen. I know. I'm gonna. You know where I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be in Curacao or somewhere talking about it, listening to 70s music and
That's
Motown
fine.
and
I have
80s rap and 90s
I have a
hip hop.
full I have a full stereo right outside with vinyl records and everything else, and I am 100% into that as much as anybody else is. But
Akbar, my guy, he always flexes. He said, somebody get my guy Dave introduced to iTunes or Spotify. I got both. But sometimes when I get in the car this morning, like I had Lou in the car, we turned on DJ Thump. Man, we got fired up. I mean, he was just rolling. He said, I understand now. But he listens to on an app. So
look,
we got it. We were good.
DJ Thump, here we go. But
so the biggest bet game of the week, yes. Purdom writing his story, yes. It's the biggest bet game of the week on Saturday until the Texas-Alabama game, most likely.
Well, that's not what he's writing, Dave. That's not what he's writing.
What?
This is Nebraska, Colorado is attracting more bets than every single NFL game. Forget
right
Texas.
Now.
Forget Texas, Alabama.
No. I know, but right now it is. But like as when the game's kicks, Colorado, Nebraska, you'll have the rest of the day, especially if the people win that are on Colorado. They're just going to bet. They're probably going to bet the Texas Alabama game. That's going to be another big divide game.
Okay. I mean,
and then all the money that's going to come in on the NFL games is going to be similar to or as much or more than the Colorado games. I mean, it's
Fanatics told David Purnham for this article that they have more money being bet just on Colorado than the Texas Alabama game combined overall.
Yep.
DraftKings reported twice as much money on Colorado, Nebraska as it's been wagered on any other college game on the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 9 a.m. Pacific, noon kick Eastern.
I've been talking about it all week. That should get the most money. But you talked about it. I didn't see your tweet yesterday. Otherwise, I would have blown it up, because it was good. But your tweet yesterday about the bet percentages and about this other stuff, it was outstanding. Outstanding.
Well, here, if you missed it,
do you have it? Pull it up because it was excellent.
I'll pull it up on this.
But people reporting these things, sure. You know why? There's 18 bets on Colorado, Nebraska, and there's 6 on the other ones. Or there's 180 bets on
You're putting
Colorado,
a 0 on
Nebraska.
that, though, right? I mean,
what's that?
Yeah, you're putting a 0, like 120 to 60,
no,
right?
There may be books that have 6 bets to 3. Like
on today?
No,
on Friday?
Tuesday and Wednesday,
okay.
when these stories were written, nobody's betting the college football on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Fair.
Unless they're betting Colorado, Nebraska because of Dion and what Colorado did and the numbers intriguing and all this other stuff. Nobody's betting that on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
I mean, there's people betting it. 95% of the people aren't. The 5% of you that are, God bless you. You know everything anyway. Thank you for watching the show. Hit the like button while you're here.
The tweet was this.
Yes.
NFL season betting reminders. Bet percentages are pointless and should never be followed. The information from behind the counter on money inside is basically obsolete by the time it gets reported, and big bets mean nothing.
Yes.
Same can be said for college.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I like when I do that too. It's that actually makes me giggle out loud. When I write it, I enjoy it, and then someone will see me, and they're like, "Dave, when are you doing another TED Talk? I saw your tweet. I'm laughing." So that was well done. The bet percentages, it's a whole nother story. We've been telling people this for years. I've been telling people this for years.
You have, yes. I had to learn. You educated me on that point more than anything because I used to use that. I used to think it was actually something until you explained the whole point, what you just said of like, what if it's 10 bets, Matt?
Yeah.
Like who
if
cares?
It's 10 bets, it's 7-3. Like there's 7 bets on Colorado and 3 on Nebraska. 70% of the money's on Colorado. Well, what the hell does that even mean? So the ticket count is a lot more important to me.
But they'll never tell you the ticket
They're
count.
never going to tell you that. No, there's no reason to. Until they want to tell you
information. That's why it's obsolete, because if you're new to the show or on XM, you're new, you haven't heard the show before and what we've talked about with this. The reason why it's obsolete whenever you hear somebody in the media talk about the percentages is because by the time they've told a media member, like Dave used to do this behind the counter, you tell the media member at 2:00, here is what's going on. At 3:30, the media member goes out and puts out a story, video on Twitter, whatever, right? In the hour and a half between the two, somebody came in and bet $30,000 and every percentage is out the window. It's all done. It's all gone. So everything, it was just told. The information is, unless you're looking at a board, a real-time board as to what is happening and you're live on Twitter reporting live what the book is, the information is stale the second it gets told. So there's no point in betting with it or following it because the information is pointless. It doesn't do anything. You should never follow it. It's the same thing with big bets. Who cares? $100,000 came in on this. So the guy was high on coke and walking off the table and going like, I'm going to bet on that.
Whoa.
I mean, who the hell knows what I mean, it's like you wouldn't follow somebody who was not of right mind. So how much money they're betting, you have no idea why they're betting it, how they're betting it, and they're probably betting the other side. And the book's going to tell you the information because they took 110 on one side and 100 on the other, and they tell you about the 110, but they don't tell you about the 100. It's all selective releasing of information.
So like when I was inside doing it, I was instructed to do it and tell certain people that wanted it. I would tell them, and we know them all.
Mm-hmm.
They were great at what they did. And some of them are still doing it. You have to say this within the next 15 minutes. And if anything changes, I'll let you know. It was important to me to give out valid information as much as I could. But if I told them, if you didn't put it like on Sundays, what do you guys need? Well, this is the way it looks. It's pretty much we need every dog every day. There you go.
Isn't that rinse and repeat?
It's the same.
So like, why is this information? Just know that.
And then, we need the unders more than we need the overs most of the time. I used to go back and forth with DP. Like, we could tell you, I'd rather review the information after or tell you how we move the line a certain way. But what we're doing is completely different than what the next book is doing. I'm not worried about what their number is. I'm worried about what my number is. I'm not worried about what they have on the game or what their bet percentage is or their money is. I'm worried about ours. And there's a lot of books that just copy the market. That's fine. There's a lot of people that bet this information. I would caution against that. I would use all the information, but make your own decision. There's no key to finding the code. There's no code. There's not.
No, there's not. And again, I've said it before. You and I have disagreed at times with this, but I don't always trust what's coming out of a risk room to a media member. There could be reasons why they're saying it out loud. They can be telling you something for a reason because they want it out there for whatever reason it might be. They want to send up a bat signal to somebody out there that, hey, this is what we're taking, or this is what we need, or this is what we took, whatever it might be. You have no idea why they're talking to a media member because they don't need to do it. They don't need to talk to a media member.
You get out there, you get the message out there through the media member. Like that's but this was
so you're using that.
Ago.
So you're using it to get what you need. That's not something you should be following from a bet. If you're betting that information, that's not information you should be using to make a bet.
Right. Tyler just said it in the chat. Tyler Wyatt. There will be games where there is a sharp money and big bets at -3 and sharp money and big bets at +3. Same game. Maybe at the same book. You may only hear about one side. You may hear about both.
Point. Right. That's
what is the deal? Well, like how do you discertain?
No, because I've said this. I've said this before. Journalism covering the sports books. It is the only, in my 20 plus years of being a media member, it is the only journalism, quote unquote, in air quotes, journalism that I have seen that there is not two-party verification on the information. The bookmaker gets to say whatever he or she wants. Nobody is fact checking anything that gets put out there into the public space that could influence markets. It moves numbers sometimes. It makes the public bet certain ways sometimes. And nobody verifies it. No one proves the information that's being told and being publicized That's why look at David Payne Purnam. Look at what he does with ESPN. There's no way in hell ESPN would put out some of the information that we see get reported from behind the counter because ESPN knows better. They want it verified. They want to know this is actually going on. They want to they want to be able to stand behind it as journalists, stand behind it.
Like political reporting, there's two
normally, yes.
Sources?
Sure, of course. If you're going to report information about a company that is doing X, Y, and Z, yes. There's also public filings. You also can go back and you can fact check it. You can go back and see, was the information right?
Well,
so, I mean, there's
a lot of bullshit information in all different types of media.
Correct. But in this world, in my space as being in a media member in sports media, I've never seen it. Like no one in real time, a bookmaker tells you, you go straight to the media.
A GM tells one of these reporters, these insiders at these places that somebody's going to get drafted. They're completely lying. There's no verification of that.
Well, then you have to look at the source, right?
Well, you have a source, but it's an unnamed source.
It's an unnamed source, but this is a named source. It's not an unnamed source. This is a named source.
Someone at the book told me this.
No, you can't. Nobody does that. Nobody goes as somebody at the book told me. Who reports that? Show me a real reporter.
That's the way they used to do it.
They don't do it anymore. There's always a name attached to it. There's always, I was talking to so-and-so at so-and-so book, and they told me X, Y, and Z.
It doesn't matter. It's still not verified. But I'm just saying it's not verified with a lot of stuff. It's not just sports gambling.
If you use an unnamed source from a sports book,
you can use it for a fucking baseball team or a football team.
Yes, you can. But that's up.
These affect jobs and people's lives.
Correct. But that's also up to the actual entity to feel like, hey, you work for me. Tell me who the source is. They tell them who the source is. They say, okay, I trust that source.
They don't have to tell them who the source is. What are you talking about?
They don't have to, but most often that they will. Your editor will find out who the source is.
Unnamed general manager told me that so-and-so was going to get drafted. But they won't say it public.
My point is they don't say it publicly. They say it to their editor. The guy who's in charge of putting out the story gets to say yes or no to the story running. And then if it's something that's really fake, that guy's neck is on the line. So verification to me, when it comes to markets, you wouldn't be able to do this with stock trading.
Happens all the time.
It happens. I'm saying I don't think it's right, and people go to jail.
It doesn't make it right,
and people go to jail because of it when you lie. When you try to influence markets,
pay a fine and go away.
Well,
pay a fine and go away.
See anybody get a fine or go away in the sportsbook world? That's never happened. So that's my point. You can't trust this information. This information has got
information. Period. That's why we need newspapers.
We have newspapers. We just don't have paper with news. We have news. Papers, not papers with news. Who are you taking, Nebraska or Colorado?
I'm watching a game. I'm not taking anybody. I have no idea what to do with this game. Honestly, I have no idea what. I'll probably bet this game in game 10 times, maybe 12. If it goes back and forth, if it starts as a dead ass under again, under, we'll go under at the beginning and then under again and wait for it to get down low and then maybe start to work it back up.
I'm waiting. I'm letting this thing go as high as possible. I want to see how high we can get this number. If it gets anywhere near 61 again or 62, I'll be in love with the under.
No, it's 58.5. It ain't going higher until kick.
Well, then we late. It was 59 yesterday, so it's coming down.
There's only two 59s left, and they are definitely slower moving books.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the under in the game.
All right.
Texas +7. Will this close at 7.5? Someplace down south have already gone to 7.5. Total's down to 53.5. Dog and under.
Wow. No, you told me yesterday you like the over. 52,
I do. But I like Texas. However the game goes, I'm not touching the total in this game.
Our boys down at Circa went to 52.5. There's still 54s and 53.5. They send out the bat signal today. How low we got to go. Wow. 52.5. See, I like the under initially too, and you kind of talked me into maybe this one being more of a shootout. I still don't see it, man.
I hope it's a low scoring game. It's better for Texas +7.5 or 7.
Right.
Give me 24-20. I'm in. Let's go.
And you said, did I ask you this yesterday? What surprises you more, Alabama winning by double digits or Texas winning outright?
Yes.
What did we say?
I said Texas
winning by double digits.
No, I think it's Texas winning outright. Would surprise me more.
Okay.
I'm going into this as a 1-score game, with Alabama finding a way to win.
Holy crap. We just got a huge influx of people here. Let's ask the chat. This is what we do too on the live show. Again, if you catch it live, get in the chat, get on the YouTube channel. Who do you like right now? I'm going to ask every person in here to put it in there. If you don't like anybody,
Outright
don't
or
put anything
with
in
the
there. Alabama
points?
-7, Texas +7. Go.
With the
We
points.
think
Okay.
We're going to get more Texas, I think. I think we're going to get more Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How weird would that be if the books wound up needing Alabama?
It happens like Haley's Comet, like once every decade or so.
No, it happened twice last year, and they lost the game outright both times.
It did. That's right.
Remember Tennessee, LSU? Need them both. Lost them both.
That's right. And then they didn't cover against Texas last year, right? Alabama.
No, they lost it 1 by 1. No,
they only won by 1. That was
they
another
should have
one
lost.
Right. Is the luster off of Alabama?
I just think that Alabama is not what it used to be. Georgia is the new Alabama. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but Drake May is supposed to be the quarterback for Alabama. It's not supposed to be Jalen Milroe. It's supposed to be a 5-star talented quarterback who currently is a Heisman Trophy candidate for North Carolina because he stayed home, but he had committed to come in and replace the Bryce Young, who went number 1 overall.
We got a huge back and forth in this. This line is perfect. We have a really big divide. Texas, Bama, Texas, Texas, Bama, 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 Texas, Bama, Texas, 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 Bama, Tejas, 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 and then Bama, Texas, Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. I mean, this is a great line. This is a great number.
It's been up for months. It hasn't moved.
I bet what I'm saying.
I bet +7 3 months ago. Hasn't moved. It's been just locked right where it is. The books are perfectly comfortable taking two-way action on the game. It's the right number. I mean, 7's the right number. We'll see how it plays out, but 7's the right number for two-way action. They get what they want.
Wow, you're right. This thing has been painted 7
for months since it opened. Basically, it opened at 7, and it's still 7. So no movement on this. It's pretty good. Cyhawk, Iowa State, number 3.5 for the road Hawkeyes.
4.
Do we dare bet over? It's up to 4 now?
It's 4 everywhere. Iowa -4.
Okay, it was 3.5 this morning. Okay, so went back.
Maybe 3.5 at FanDuel. That's fine.
Oh no, it was 3.5 in Vegas books too. It was 3.5, and now it's up to 4. Okay, so it's going back and forth. 3.5, 4, 3.5. Total 36.5. Do you dare to bet over in this game?
You can bet over. I don't want to bet over.
No.
Are you?
Way.
This will be the midday afternoon. We talked about it earlier in the week. I don't want to bury the Cyhawk game. I've learned the importance of this. We had Brommel Camp on. There's a lot of people that like Iowa football. I didn't realize that the whiteout game at Penn State is the Iowa game.
Let's roll.
I know this. I was just informed of this. I cannot
Here we
wait.
go.
And boy, Iowa State, everybody's writing them off, gambling, controversies, all these guys. You gonna watch this game?
I'm gonna try to. I mean, it's up against Alabama, Texas. So
no. Alabama, Texas is later.
It is.
We got Iowa State at 12:30 Pacific, and we got Texas, Alabama, 4:00 Pacific.
It's a night game in Tuscaloosa?
4:00 Pacific. That's a 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central.
Man, Bryant Denny is gonna be drunk. Holy crap.
Big time.
Wow. That's a
Big
night
time.
game.
Night game. Change your thinking? You've been there.
No. I actually
Texas
like Alabama.
Is going to win a night game. Come on.
I like Alabama better in the day. Alabama's a little bit like Wrigley Field. Alabama's not used to playing at night. They don't really like playing at night. They'd much rather play in the 3:30 Eastern time window. That's what they're used to playing at.
But they're going to be lit up. They're going to be rocking.
They are, but it's a building. You have to understand something. Like, this is a tradition-rich environment. This is a very older fan base. This is a fan base that really has been going to games for 40 years. Alabama at night is not it's not more raucous because it's at night for Alabama. They're drunker, but the atmosphere is not louder or more difficult to play in.
Jimmy Jack just asked, do we have to talk about this game? Literally, no one will watch it. Addison said the over punter's
Correct.
paradise.
That would be a great bet.
Punts.
That would be
over.
awesome.
Somebody find a prop bet for number of punts.
Punts. You bet the over.
1-star Gorov said that he's betting Gorov over a half a nap during the Cyhawk game. He will fall asleep 100% during the Cyhawk game.
That's great.
Man, oh man. Bama lost to Tennessee in a night game. Stevie Mack said that. Stevie Mack.
But that was at Tennessee.
At Tennessee. It was.
It wasn't home. It was at Tennessee.
Oh.
Remember they stormed the field? We were watching it together at BetMGM.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We were at the MGM book when that happened. So
wow. Number of field goals over in the Cyhawk game.
Fair. Although
3.5.
Didn't Iowa miss Iowa had a kicking issue last week, I think.
Somebody find a field goal prop.
I think they missed a field goal. But yeah.
They may use only 3.5. Each team's going to kick 2, no? Bet over the field goals. Forget about trying to pick the winner. Just give me over the field goals.
It's fair. I like the under. Auburn's on the road at Cal. Can you trust an SEC school going this far out west to lay 6.5 points on the road?
Sounds like trouble.
Right?
Sounds like trouble.
They whipped UMass last week, killed them in their home opener, but now they got to travel to the West Coast against the Cal team that can be sneaky defensively.
Man, oh man.
Auburn's been known to fall asleep at certain times.
What do you make of the time zone thing switch? Like asking Auburn to go out the local time. They're playing this game at 10:30 with the body clocks and all that. People love to bet against that.
I think it's a good. I mean, I think you'll see a lot of money come in on Cal. I think Cal will be a popular dog this week.
It's down to 6, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Painted.
Cal will be a popular dog to take the points with the home dog with Cal.
Yeah.
Just a sleepy game. Auburn doesn't care. You know, it's not
Auburn doesn't care.
It's not a rival. They have no incentive to blow them out or to come out fired up or whatever. They'll just win the game by 3 or 4 points and go home.
Man, that's nonsense. These kids are trying to play to win.
As they're half asleep in Northern California when it could be freezing cold in the morning.
Nothing like these fall Saturdays when you wake up and there's that little
in the SEC, they don't know what they are, though. In September, they don't exist.
No?
No. Look at the weather right now in Alabama.
It's hot as hell back east. Everybody's sweating, humidity.
My mom's
US
furious.
Open was like people melting in the
She's
stands.
texting me going, this is outrageous. I can't believe it's this hot here. It's so humid. What's going on?
Who was texting you?
My mother.
Mama P got to relax. I mean, it's going to be winter there before she knows it.
I know, but they don't like September heat. They're not used to it.
She got to move to Arizona, get the real heat.
Amen to that. I'm trying to get them to come here. I want to get her to come here, move here, make my life a lot easier.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be phenomenal.
Mama P.
One more college game.
Yes.
Better shot at covering UNLV at +38 on the road or UMass +7 at home against Miami, Ohio.
See, this is why I love you and I love this show. No one else is asking this question today. So if anyone asks this question later today, whether you're Versus or whether you're someone else, please just say you fucking heard it on the BVB. Okay. I saw this on the thing. I was like, hell yeah. Who has a better chance of covering? This is both caca.
Oh, yeah. This is about not watching these games. No one's watching these games. No one's going to pay attention to this. But.
I take the picture of the trash can for the CLV. I used to call this the when I did it on the cash consideration show. I used to do a 6-pack of games,
right?
And I would call these the bitter beer face games.
Oh yeah,
make that face like I got to talk about this. Ugh. I think UMass. What? Oh, the Ravens back.
That's your bitter beer face is the Raven
right there. Look just like that guy. I think it's UMass in this situation. I don't think UNLV is going to score. If they mercifully get a field goal or a touchdown, they're not getting both. I don't know what their team total is. I didn't look yet, but it's under.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's under.
Yeah, they're gonna have a tough time, I think. I would say UMass. What would you say?
Yeah, I'll take a home dog over the big house UNLV going to go. It's a pay game for UNLV. I mean, they know what they're going. They're just happy to go. They're just happy for the trip.
Crap. I just looked down. Marcelo under in
Okay.
the chat. Thank you, Marcelo. Barstool has over 2.5 field goals plus 150 for the Iowa game.
Oh my gosh.
Over 2.5 field goals. What
Wow.
team is going to get over that? No?
Very possible. I mean, I think what they're saying is it's a 17-10 game, so it's 2 field goals. I think that's why.
I don't know, but I think we're going to have to partake in scoping that one out.
Yeah,
That
I think that's
feels
the
like a
I think
play.
that's the idea. I think the idea is 17-10, 2 field goals, 1 each. And so
The
that's why
numbers
it's two,
usually between
2.5.
3 and 3.5. In a
Well,
super low scoring game,
it's
which
been
that one is 36 or 36
if
and a
it's
half.
7-3,
2.5. Well, that would suck.
just bet the under. That's just bet the
To
under.
do that too.
You don't have to worry about it. Just bet
Plus
the under.
150 though. Field goals over
That's
2.5.
Yeah, that's good. We
2
can do
for
that.
Iowa, 1 for Iowa State. We're good. 13-10. Bang!
No, that's very possible. 13-10 is very, very possible. So that's good.
Cash, the UMass mention. The chat was betting whether there would be a UMass mention today on the show.
Over. Of course. Yeah.
All tickets cash.
Yeah,
on
come
the
on.
UMass mention today on
UNLV
the Football
too.
Friday,
We'll do
BBB.
that, especially UNLV playing at Michigan. UMass. It's the home opener for UMass against my move, Ohio, and UNLV, my other school, the school I work for. That school's at the big house. So let's go.
UNLV team total is 9.5. Thank you,
Under.
Woodrock.
Under.
What's the price on the under? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
if they score 7 points, I'll be stunned. 2 field goals is what UNLV I think will get.
Wow. Crunchy Beaver
Yep.
just came in with a regular comment. He said he already laid the alternate line with Michigan days ago, minus 40.5, plus 185.
Love it.
You love it?
Yeah, love it. Michigan is literally, it's a name your score game.
Which I love that term, don't you? I never
Yeah.
heard that term until it got involved in the betting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Name your score. What does that mean? That means we name our score. If we want to score 45, we're going to score 45. If we want to score 51, we're going to score 51. Name your score.
Whatever they want. If they want to humiliate the Rebels, yes. It's just a matter of what they want to do. You know, this is not just as John Harbaugh's second game missing, which the pictures of his daughter in the stands making fun of her dad was priceless with Michigan. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. I'm here for more of those. Okay, to the NFL we go.
Let's go.
What are your bookmaker friends doing, Dave?
What?
They are laying trap after trap after trap here.
Oh, stop with the
I'm
traps.
kidding.
Nobody's laying the traps.
They're not, but there are traps.
Are there?
There are so many road favorites in week 1.
Always is, right?
Let's start Bengals minus 1.5 at Cleveland.
Haven't you heard the home division dogs are money? I mean, Cleveland's going to end up being a favorite the way this is going.
That's crazy to me. Burrow's playing.
Yes, he is.
So, I mean,
He got the bag.
You got Joe Burrow.
Joe B got the bag.
You got a monster contract in tow. I don't know, man. Give me the Bengals. If I get the Bengals with plus points, give me the Bengals.
Bengals?
Yes.
Well, if you get the Bengals plus points, what if you have to lay 1 or 1.5?
We're going to Wong it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to Wong it. We're going to Wong it. We're going to Wong teaser that son of a bitch. That's what we're going to do. You get me on the other side. This is beautiful. Let's go. Get me up +1. We're going to 7 right away.
Remind me today when we do Sports Grid, because me and you are doing Sports Grid today.
We are
from
tonight.
8 to 10
Eastern,
5 to 7 Pacific. If you can't get enough of this and you actually have Sports Grid or you want to watch it, we'll be on live. We get 2 hours. They gave us 2 hours. It might be a one-time appearance only.
No, next Friday too. Is this Friday and next Friday?
Oh, it's already on the schedule. Good.
Yeah, every Friday.
Please make sure you say we're going to Wong it tonight. I just want to
might make the producers freak out.
No, Jack's the producer. He's a great kid. He's already texted me now for later. I said, you have no idea what's coming tonight, Jack.
Good luck.
You better be ready with them graphics packages and stuff spinning. Me and Perrault, all by ourselves on the air live. You must say, I'm going to Wong it. You have to. That's
okay.
too good.
I will.
Listen, this game could go either way. It really
Yeah.
could. I
Give
don't
me
feel
plus. I mean,
strong
if you
about
flip
the
this,
side
if
at
you
all.
give me Bengals +1 or even half a point, 6 points up, tease the hell out of it. Bengals immediately. Bengals +7.
Yeah. Well, don't you like Browns +8?
No,
What? Why? It's the
because
same
they
thing.
could get blown out.
Oh.
Bengals get
JPC
blown
the
out.
fourth just said Wong it needs to be on a BVB t-shirt. You're damn right, JPC fourth. Put that on the list.
Well,
Wong it.
It's coming, by the way. We were doing a full breakdown of Wong teasers today in this. We're doing a full breakdown.
Professor Perrault.
We're doing it once. We're doing it once, and then that's it. So then we can say Wong the rest of the year, and you guys know what I'm saying when I say it's a Wong teaser option. I don't think someone to go, what's a Wong teaser again? I told you, go back to watch the show on the 8th of September. Go watch the breakdown, and I never have to say it ever again for the next 18 weeks of NFL football. You don't ask me what a Wong teaser is because I get asked all the time, and I need it somewhere where I can package it and put it on our YouTube channel. And then every time someone asks in the Discord channel, Matt, what's a Wong teaser? Here it is. I'm not telling you again. This is what it is. Okay. Get ready. Niners -2 against your Pittsburgh Steelers. Total's 41.
Know what's going to happen with this game?
Flip again?
No.
Ooh.
This is going to be this is interesting to me. So it's starting to inch back up in a couple places that I like to look at and a couple people that I talk to. It's not going to touch 3 again because the Wong it will happen on the Steelers. It's already starting to
straight.
happen.
Already? Yeah. Teasing it already?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Tease this bad boy. This is a teaser leg extraordinaire.
100%.
Pittsburgh +8. Let's go.
100%. Yeah. That's where that's going. Especially in the total. I mean, the total of this game is 41. The total in the Cincy Cleveland game is 47.5, 48.
It's a little high for a Wong teaser. Technically doesn't qualify, but
correct. This one it does. This is
yes.
right in the wheelhouse. I mean, this is in that sweet spot. First team to 20 wins this game. It's going to be a battle. You take those points up, it's probably the right side. I sure as hell hope it's the right side with the Steelers. That would be fun if they can get off to
a good start
at home. Yeah,
absolutely. Eagles laying 4 on the road at the Patriots. So it's Bengals favored on the road, Niners favored on the road, Eagles favored on the road.
Yeah. I wonder why this game made the rundown as you wear that stupid Elvis version of the Patriot hat. I cannot stand that guy.
No, it's okay, but the other one's better.
The other one's so much better.
So much better. Fair.
I
need a new Pat the Patriot hat.
Yeah, we got a guy. We'll get you one. You like the red one? Like the red one.
Maybe I'll make a BVB version. Ooh, maybe I'll do a Pat the Patriot with BVB on the side.
You could do that too.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. I've never thought about that.
I like Philly, but I think my passionate disdain for the Patriots may be tainting that view.
Yeah, you got to be. This is a +4 play. Don't even tease this. You don't need to tease this. This is a 3-point win for Philly.
Newbie came on and said that yesterday. Made perfect sense. I don't know. Like, are the Patriots capable, if they get down a couple scores, are they capable of coming back?
I don't think they get down a couple of scores.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think this is a
keep it close. Then
this is a battle. This is a battle back and forth, back and forth. Defensively, the Patriots at home, Brady in the building. Evening game.
Brady is not suiting up. It
doesn't matter. He's in the building. This is going to be high energy. This building, that place is going to be rocking. Okay.
Oh my God.
Baloney, he can't help them. That's not true. Having his presence there for Mac Jones is tremendous. I love this to have Tom there.
We got to start checking the weather. Rain and storms expected where, Chris Otto? Chris Otto just said rain and storms expected. In New England?
Well, it makes sense. Hey, let's play Weatherman. If you play Weatherman, what is going on right now? And we just talked about it, right? It's really hot and really humid, right? So you'd expect a cold front to be coming through, a warm weather on the front, cold weather on the back. Together is storms as the jet stream flies, we'll see if it gets out through Sunday. But yes, I would say, given the heat in New England, that definitely a stormy day is in their future at some point. Maybe not Sunday, but in the future. Because the cold front's coming in. Because I tell you right now, on September the 9th, 10th, 12th, somewhere in that range, it's not going to be 90 degrees in Boston.
I'll ask the chat. Nice crowd in here still. They're coming in. This is great. Philly -4 or New England +4.
Let's go, Chef Benny. Let's go,
Put it in the chat. Roll call starts in 32 minutes.
It does? In 32 minutes? Really?
32 minutes. Yeah.
You're going to go an hour and a half in for Roll Call Friday? We started at 11.
Yeah, I said at 12:30.
12:30 is the end of the show.
12:30 is in 23 minutes. What did I say? 32? I flipped the numbers. 23 minutes.
You want to do it all the way? That's late. You're doing a roll call 90 minutes in. I thought you do roll call after
we got to get to all this stuff. I feel like there's a lot of stuff on the rundown.
There is a lot of stuff on the rundown.
I know. We'll sign them off.
Dallas 3.5. Road favorites on Sunday night.
Are we suckers for liking the Giants here?
I like the Giants.
I like the Giants.
I like the Giants, but that's me. I mean, I like at +3.5. I like the home dog here.
Yeah. Wow. New England contest pick. New England. Pats +4. New England. Philly -4. Philly -4. Philly -4. Fresh Prince 4. New England.
Uh-oh.
Another good line. Oh, now there's a couple Phillies at the bottom. Okay. I don't know. I think that might be that dog. It just Giants is a good number. This ain't changing. And if it changes, if you like the Giants, I'd say grab 3.5 because
everything's going to roll to this game, is it not?
This is going to
be the decision, right, for the books.
Oh, this is going to be gigantic. The whole day could usually, depending on if you chop. You know, where you get half the games your way, half not, or you lose 1 or 2 more than you win as the book, or you win, you're leading going into the night game. It can swing the whole day's decision. This game, Dallas and the Giants, it's always a gigantic handle. Grab the Giants +3.5 if you see it though now, because it's going to go to 3 before it goes to 4. 100%. Total 45.5. You like over or under? How's the game play out?
Under.
You like under?
Yeah. Run the ball, both teams.
With success?
No.
Dallas's defense, man.
They're going to run. But the Giants' defense isn't bad either.
What? Really?
Yeah. I'm okay with the Giants. I'm okay with Danny Dimes here.
I'm okay with them offensively. I'm not sure about the defense.
Saquon. I'm okay. Run the ball, both teams. Burn that clock. I lean under, but I think the Giants +3.5 is the better play. Although I do think a lot of people are going to tease the holy hell out of this game. This is going to be Giants +9.5 and tease the total down to can go over.
Would you rather tease it up and go under?
You could. I think people are going to do the other way. I like the under, so I could definitely see that too.
Right.
I would do that. That's how I would do it. Take it and go up, but I think the over is going to be a popular play.
Senior member of the Brigade, Roger Long, just came in the chat and said the Cowboys have beaten the Giants 16 out of the last 20. Whew.
Tease it up. Let them win by 7.
Man, oh man.
Crossover key numbers of 6 and 7. You're good. Survivor picks. Washington, Baltimore, Seattle. These are the 3 most popular picks. We can already tell you right now. Any of them lose.
Baltimore ain't losing to Houston.
Agreed.
I'm not sold.
Is Josh Dobbs going to beat Washington?
Why not?
Why not?
Could happen. I don't feel confident like that one's like I do about Baltimore.
Okay.
And hell, I don't know. I would be surprised, I think, if Seattle loses outright, but I like the Rams to cover.
Really?
I do. I'm not sold on Seattle just being this offensive juggernaut.
They were the best offense on paper last year.
A decent defense.
They did decent. They have decent defensive players. I don't know if I call it a defense. We'll see how good the defense as a whole is.
I'll ask the chat again right now. Of those three, which one do you think has the best chance to lose? I think all the boys and the girls in the chat. By the way, I saw someone.
I think they'll say Washington.
Caitlin in the chat.
Oh,
listen,
hi.
when I see the girls' names, I got to recognize them.
Of course.
Say them out. Not because it's bad. We welcome everybody here to watch or listen to the show, but you got to recognize the girls all the time. I think we get Seattle will be the one
I think
that hits
Washington
the most.
I think we Washington.
That could lose, the biggest chance to lose.
The Rams are going to be one of the worst teams in football. Cooper Kupp is not playing. Rams are not going to be good. The Rams are bad last year. They're going to be bad this year. Just devoid of talent.
Wow, it's flowing right now. Washington, Seattle,
Yeah.
Seattle.
Oh.
Seattle, Washington. Rams going to suck. Washington, because Arizona is such a who knows. See, that's like Sonic said it. What we know about Arizona, you want to talk about trusting narratives and reporters and stuff. I don't know shit about Arizona other than I didn't know who that guy was that was going to play.
They're bad. Other than they're bad. They're really, really bad. They have an unproven head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a 3-team parlay.
Oh.
Put them all together.
Money line?
Yep.
Or cover.
No, money line. I would not lay the points with all of them. No. Baltimore's minus 9.5 or 10. That's too many points.
So no surprises in the first week of Survivor.
I don't believe so. I mean, but last year there was. I mean, last year Indianapolis shocked everybody. And everybody was like, what the hell happened? How did that go down? So it can happen, but I mean,
would you use Jacksonville?
No. Because of what Indy did last year.
You can't use Jacksonville.
Can't use Jacksonville. Indianapolis did what they did last year.
How about Minnesota against Tampa?
Don't mind it. They're at home. Don't mind it.
Right.
I like it. At home. I like it. So, all right. Let me explain a Wong teaser, okay? And we're going to go ahead and use this. We're going to put this on the YouTube. We're going to put this on our YouTube channel. So if you ever have a question when we're talking about Wong teasers, you can say, what the hell is a Wong teaser? The very first caveat of this is you must bet this as close to kickoff as possible. Okay. So when you see content people, even me, talk about doing Wong teasers, I don't give away Wong teasers until I do the pregame show for betting pros. I do it at noon Eastern. So I give it out at the end of the show, as close to 12:30 Eastern as possible. So we're within a 45-minute window of the game kicking off. Generally speaking, there's not a ton of line movement during that time frame. If someone tells you that a Wong teaser is going to kick on Thursday, they give it away on Thursday for Sunday, they don't know how to do this. It's not a Wong teaser, okay? Because numbers move like crazy. And it will not qualify. So qualifying for a Wong teaser is important. Otherwise, it's just a teaser, okay? Not a Wong teaser. Rule number 1, 49 or less is the total. It must be 49 or less.
49 or less.
Okay? That's where you must be. If the total is 49.5, don't ask, hey, it's 49.5. Is that close enough? No.
That's Wong. That's not
correct.
That's not right. That's Wong.
Right.
Yes.
That's Wong. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Rule 2, we're teasing home favorites of 7.5, 8, 8.5, or 9 down. Now you might go, well, why would that be, Matt? Because they're key numbers of 7 and 3. You can go ahead and either cross it or get to it. So if you're at 9, you're crossing 7, you're crossing 6, and you're getting to 3. The numbers below that, 7.5, 8, 8.5, you're going below 3, and you're getting off of 7. So it's great. You get off of 7, get below 3, down to a 1 point, essentially a money line bet on that team, on that leg. Tease home favorites that are high down. Tease home underdogs of 1, 1.5, 2, or 2.5 up. Same philosophy. We're crossing 3, we're crossing 7. Okay, we're getting by those 2 key numbers, which are the most important numbers in football. 1 becomes 7, 1.5 becomes 7.5, and so on. And you're crossing those key numbers. As we know, about 21% of NFL football games, I believe it is, fall 3. So you're getting past the most important number.
Bit less than that. You might have.
Oh,
that's about 18%, 17.
Okay.
18%.
All right. Sorry. 18%. Okay. So somewhere around little less than 2 to 1 to 2 out of 10, but it's the most consistent final score in the NFL. So when it falls 3. And then finally, we're teasing road underdogs of 1, 1.5, 2, or 2.5. Same thing, up 6 points, up over. Here's one thing we did not talk about. Okay.
Yes.
Road favorites. Okay.
Road favorites. Yeah.
We're not touching road favorites.
We're not.
Wong teasers do not have this. Okay. So it's an important little hook on this. People always say, oh, they're laying 7.5 on the road. Tease it down to 1.5.
Oh.
You can do that, but it does not classify as the Stanford Wong. Dr. Stanford Wong is the creator of this methodology of betting. This is gone. Now, this has hit at about a 74% clip over the last decade. Okay. Doing this.
Last decade.
Here's the problem.
Yes.
The books know this.
Yes.
And the books are making you pay for it.
Of course.
Circa's at 130.
For 2-team
6-point
teaser.
Okay.
130.
They're kind of going, yeah,
That's actually below the market, though.
Some
the
books
market's
are
around 150.
Some books are 140. The books just are making you pay exorbitant amounts for moving the number, which to me, I want to go ahead and go tell them to Fugazi because it's ridiculous and it's wrong. Because when you were booking games, you remember that it used to be 6-point or 7-point teasers at minus 120 you could get.
Yeah.
Now you're getting minus 140, minus 150. What now?
I just looked down in the chat. Marcelo Unda said, I'm so lost. Please just post it on the Discord.
All of you, this has happened. This is my life. Okay. Matt, what's a Wong teaser? Over and over and over again. Oh, it just drives me crazy. Go back and watch the show again, Marcelo, and then you can follow along. Okay. But that is what a Wong teaser is. And I'm doing it before week 1 of the NFL because I'm not doing it again. I'm not going to explain to all of you again what this is.
We'll be doing it next week.
It'll
be a sponsored segment.
I'm going to say, go to the YouTube channel. Watch it then. Watch it then. I'm not explaining the Wong teaser to you guys again. Okay. That is what it is. It's a fun way of doing it. But again, just to quickly say the rules fast. It's as close to kickoff as possible. Okay. So don't lose your water and do it on Saturday night. Okay. Got to hold your water all the way as close to kickoff. This means, okay, this is important. This drives me crazy all the time. A 1:00 game.
You're frozen. You froze right there. Look at that face.
1:00. Am I back? I'm back now, right?
Snap your fingers.
Yes.
Come back.
That was a bad one.
That was now you're back.
Wow, that was a bad one.
The internet don't want to hear about the Wong teaser no more either.
That was bad. So 1 p.m. games Eastern and 4 p.m. games Eastern.
God, my head hurts.
Are you able to do a Wong teaser with this, Dave?
You can't combine them technically if you can only do it.
You can't do it at 1:00 and 4:00. So don't ask me. Hey, Matt, I like the afternoon game and I like sometimes it doesn't qualify. And that's okay. You can do a teaser otherwise. Sometimes you just tease the games and it's fine, but don't call it a Wong teaser. Okay. Right. Again, if somebody gives out a Wong teaser on Friday, this is fucking wrong. It doesn't work. Okay.
Is it wrong or Wong?
It's Wong. It's fucking Wong. That's what it is. Okay. It doesn't work. So don't ask on Friday about a Wong teaser because the Wong teaser has to qualify on Sunday. A 1:00 kick game Eastern and a 4:00 kick game Eastern doesn't exist because you're doing it half an hour prior to kickoff. That means the game's on the 1:00 slate. There has to be 2 sides and 2 legs you can find to put it on the Wong teaser. Or in the afternoon, you wait till 3:30 and then you do it in the afternoon for the late games. Just to explain what that is. Okay? Because I see it every football season. I see people give out Wong teasers on Thursdays and Fridays. Oh, it's a Wong teaser. It qualifies. No, it doesn't. If you're talking about it on Friday, it hasn't qualified yet. It could still be there, before kickoff, but do not bet it as a Wong until you get to kickoff.
Are you done?
Yes. I'm done.
I'm sweating. My head hurts. That was Wong. That was very Wong. That was a Wong explanation.
It was a long, Wong explanation.
We ran over. That was Wong. Holy cow.
Yes, on that. So that will be on the YouTube channel later. We got to sign somebody up right after the show. So we're crazy busy running around, but I will get it up on the YouTube channel at some point this weekend so you guys can have that before Sunday.
Put your area codes in the chat right now. We're going to do Roll Call Friday. Start getting the chat flowing. Wake everybody up. Nudge the kid next to you after the professor did the Wong explanation, and he just went off, and he said, gave you a time explanation.
Just FYI on this whole thing. So before you do this, we can squeeze in one more topic.
Yeah, squeeze in one more before we do
the Circa Sports. The lines are out. Okay, just again, here are your lines. Okay, you can go back and watch it if you haven't seen them as of yet for the million contest. We are signing somebody up today.
Yes.
Someone just DM'd us and sent us a text message. We'll deal with it after the show.
As soon as after the show, please.
We may have some more people, but like we are really up against it for all of this. Yes. But 32 teams and 32 shows or 31 shows. The Chiefs are the team today.
Yes.
How many games are the Chiefs winning this season? They're 0-1.
We decided yesterday. It was 11, wasn't it?
Yep. Do we still feel that way?
Yeah. They're okay. Like that was one. They're going to take one that they weren't supposed to take when we went through the schedule or when we go through the schedule. So we know 0-1.
Yep.
So let's run it now.
At Jacksonville.
If Kelsey don't play, they're going to lose that game. 0-2.
0-2. Home for Chicago.
Win.
At New York Jets.
Kelsey come back, play, they win that game too.
Yeah, they have to, right? So that's 2-2. At Minnesota.
That might be a game they lose. So I'll say they split the New York, Minnesota. So that's 2.
Go from 2-3. Denver at home.
Win.
Chargers at home.
Win.
At Denver. 2 out of 3 games.
They'll win that game too.
Oh.
They sweep Denver. Denver's terrible.
Okay. Home for Miami. That game is overseas though. Games in Germany, games in London or Germany, one of the two. I think it's in Germany.
Win that game 7.
Wow, you have them at 7 at the bye. You have them already. Wow. Okay. After the bye, Philadelphia.
Right? No?
Monday Night Football at home for Philadelphia.
They'll probably win that game 2-8.
Wow, I got them at 5. You have 8. I have 5.
Yeah.
At the Raiders.
Yes. Well, they'll split the road games there.
Disagree. I think they sweep the Raiders.
They sweep the Raiders and Green Bay. They win both of those games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have 7.
I have So I have 8. No, I have 9. I gave them 1 win there.
Yeah.
All
right. I have 7. Buffalo at home.
Lose. Buffalo beats them every year.
That's wow. Okay. I think they split Buffalo and Cincinnati. So I'll say they lost. It was fine. At New England, Monday Night Football. Cold.
I think they're going to lose that game. Chiefs.
No, I think Chiefs will win that game. Patriots can't keep up with that. I think
they can't keep track. It hurts.
I'm on
about the wall.
I'm on 9. Home for the Raiders.
Win. 11.
Agreed. 10. Home for the Bengals.
Lose.
And then at the Chargers. I agree. Lose and at the Chargers.
Depending if their position's set, I think they finish with 11 or 12.
So
still knowing that they lost already.
Okay.
So
I'll save the Brigade Proxy Service story of the week because I think we're both going to talk about this a lot, just about what's going on with YouTube. So I'll save that. You can run through roll call.
All right. Yeah. Get your Wong together while I'm looking at the numbers coming in. All right. JPC to 4th in the 313. If you guys want the city mentioned, put the city after the area code. RJ Matheson, the 630. I have no idea where the 630
Where's 313? Did we find that out?
313. Everybody talk to 313. Isn't that Detroit?
Oh, yes.
Right? That's when he was doing the 313. Right. Everybody in the 313.
You're absolutely
put your
right.
Hands up.
You're absolutely right. Okay, so Michigan. Okay, what was the next one? I'm going to keep track of
RJ Matheson, 630. 630. Eron Sean, 703. Geo to WAP 949. He's in Newport Beach. Picks coming later. Damn right they are, Geo. And if they don't, we're coming to find you because we know where you're at. He's in California. J-Dow Betts in the 410, St. Michael's, Maryland. Kevin Whitrock, 319, Iowa City. And this bit will be the most watched segment on the BVB channel. Stevie Mac, maybe you're right, maybe you're not. Put your damn area code in there, you big mother. You know what?
He's in Tennessee, is he not? Or Oklahoma?
No, he's in Oklahoma.
Oh, sorry,
he didn't
Oklahoma.
put the area code, though.
Sorry. Oklahoma.
Addison, 812, Indiana.
Yep.
Deuce Daly is in 603, Windham, New Hampshire. Joe C. Myers, if loving these is Wong, I don't want to be white. Damn right. I love Joe C. Sorry to yell, Joe C. Turn that thing down a little bit in your ear.
Wait, where is he?
Joe C. Myers is
Texas.
in San Antonio, Texas.
Yep.
I forget. He didn't put the area code in.
It's fine, Texas. I knew that. I was asking you.
Let me see what happened here. Jeez, I just moved the thing. All right. Chris Otto in the 412, which is Pittsburgh, PA. Love you, brother. Mr. Freeze, 32574.
South Carolina.
Raider Nation is in London in the UK.
Whew, there it is.
The area code is over there, but
don't need it. We're good.
Top of the morning to you, sir, or good afternoon, or good evening. My God, it's late there.
Late, yeah.
Akbar Saloev, 703, Northern Virginia. My guys, I can't wait to meet that dude. He's a hardworking dude, family man. I love that guy. Roger Long, 765. Eric Prezano, 516.
Wait,
516
where's 765?
765 is in Indiana.
Thank you.
Smaller town in Indiana.
Okay, thank you.
Remember Larry Bird place?
Right.
All that other stuff.
Yeah,
that's where Roger is.
Okay.
JC from big business. Almost skipped you, brother. 361 Three Rivers, Texas. JC from KC 216, Cleveland, Ohio, and a very comfortable 72 degrees there. JC from KC. Don't worry about your Chiefs. Things are going to be okay. They're better than your Royals. That's for sure.
Well, that's for sure.
Royals, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No good.
No good.
Flip Onler, 319. Is that another Onler? We got two Onlers?
Yep.
Joel and Flip.
Yeah, we met Flip here.
That's right. We got Flip. Flip, send us the pics. Don't forget. That's right. Flip.
We met Flip here. He's a Brigade Proxy service.
Damn right he is. Chef Betty, 401. Little Rhodey.
Yep.
I mean, Rhode Island. Stop with it. It's Rhode Island. I mean, what do you guys make up words for? All you people.
Rhodey? We call him Rhodey all the time. That's what Rhodey's. Yeah.
Him and the bubbler. He put the bubbler. I mean,
yeah. No, bubbler was who put that on? Who? Someone.
That was Chef Benny.
No, it wasn't Jeff Benny. It was somebody else. Oh no, it was Kate Middleton. Not Kate. Was it Kate? What's her? A media member in Boston from Florida who's a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. Put it out. And everyone went crazy.
Henrietta, Oklahoma is where Stephen Mack, capital M, capital K is. Thank you, sir. Okay. 918. Ali Akbar, 716 WHAD. What? The Juice, 602 Phoenix, Arizona. Go Sun Devils. CBW up in the 315 Oswego, New York. Go Syracuse, -24.
Jeez.
Who in the hell is Syracuse playing? They're -24. That can't even be right. Talati's in the chat today, boys and girls. Talati's in the 702, feeling a lot better. He went back and watched some of the old shows. He said to shout out everybody that was sending him good thoughts when he was getting the treatment. Shady, who used to be the beach bum, Shady something, is just Shady now. He's in the 805, Pismo Beach, California, the Central Coast. There's Josie Myers from Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for your service, sir. Antaha Airjob. Boy, I messed that name up. I don't know how to say it, but it's 443 Maryland. There's more vowels than consonants in that. There's a lot of A's. Antihaha and job. Sorry. Put it in there phonetically next week. I'll get it. 949 PB in Venice Beach, Florida, heading out for a late lunch.
What's up?
Crunchy Beaver is in 719 Southernish, Colorado. I love Crunchy. Thank you. Vince Konowinski, 260 Fort Wayne.
Indiana.
Oh man. Jack Brown said, Sharp Sports Betting. If anybody wants to read the book by Wong, it's $10 on Kindle. You can read the whole book, but man, you ain't going to get a better breakdown than you just did from Perrault. Book ain't going to put you to sleep if you come back do the Wong. You find it on the YouTube channel. He's going to post it.
Oh, yeah.
B2 Bardtown Bar Down. I'm sorry, 719 Colorado Springs. A very nice 82 degrees there. That has to feel good. Aiden Thomas, 806 Lubbock, Texas. Hankster V up in Windsor, Ontario.
Nice.
I like that. Sonic with the wrench, holding things down. Sonic, unbelievable video today.
We're playing that. No, we're playing it on bonus time. We're playing it.
Perfect.
So
Perrault gives you a reason to stay for the bonus time. In addition to the super chat, stay for Sonic's unbelievable effort putting together a video for us for the show. It's great. He's in the 602. Thank you for Mikey Awesome too on his voice acting today. Stevie Mack already did it. 918. Stevie, stop. We know you're in Henrietta. All right. Please keep putting it in there. John, 724 Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Jimmy Jack has question marks in Raleigh, North Carolina. He didn't put the area code. He don't know the area code. Okay. You don't know the area code where you're living?
It's all right.
That's no good. Jack Brown, 939 Tennessee.
Wow.
Arctic, 402 Nebraska. He said he's laddering Colorado to -10. He's taking them in a blowout. Attaboy, Arctic. Keep showing up, baby. I love it when you're here. Marcelo Unda in the 504. Where's 504, Perrault?
Oh, boy.
I don't know where 504 is, but Marcelo Unda, big part of the
504,
show.
504.
504. I don't know.
Louisiana.
Louisiana represent. I hope you're not an LSU fan. That was a tough one last week, but that's okay. Jesse Photo, 217, Illinois. Let's see. Andy Caston. Hello, Andy. 702. Andy's here for the full football season. I like that. And TP, are you with me? 206.
Where's
Go
that?
Seahawks and Mariners. Ann. Hi, Ann. Good to see you.
Where's that?
206 is in Seattle.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Seattle, yeah. So unofficially, CBW says that's 23 states, Ontario and London.
What do you mean? No, he's way low. He's way off.
You missed it?
He missed a ton.
All right.
I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 states and 3 countries.
Tyler Wyatt, 865, Knoxville/Vegas. I guess, is Tyler here? Did he sign up for the contest? Did he just not do it? Because we never got Tyler in. He lost the bag. He left town. I don't know what happened. I'm good either way, Tyler, but we wanted you in the contest. So if you take it down, at least, we can help you. If you did it with somebody else too, that's fine. It don't matter.
No matter. It's all good.
We're good. Johnny Parlay, 702 Vegas, baby. 10 more home games at the Las Vegas ballpark and driving home, listening to us on the Sirius XM Radio 159. How about this one? Mark Burdett, 304 West by God, Virginia. West Virginia. Put that one on the list. Thank you, Mark Burdett. Joel Onler, 319 Cedar Rapids, under in the game.
Yes.
Adam Pyatt, 319 Cedar Rapids, go Hawks, way under in the game. Eron Sean, 703 is Virginia. Matt and Dave, thank you, sir. We didn't even mention Mikey Awesome. Mikey Awesome is busy in his wool uniform unloading boxes. He's in the 757 ODU, Newport News, Virginia. Put that one on the list. I don't remember saying that.
You did.
Ryan K is in the 660 Tipton, Missouri.
Oh, there's another one.
Missouri.
29.
He's down in Clearwater Beach watching it, so he's down in Florida.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze 32 is in Indiana. Big people watching the show in Indiana. I love it. Sam Licata is in St. Louis. STL 314. How about this? DGen4TW is in 972 Dallas. Texas. I didn't know we have people in Dallas watching the show.
We do. Mm-hmm.
This is great. Brooke Peterson, 319 Iowa City. You set the world ablaze by what you did with Iowa. This is great. This is fantastic.
What happens. Yeah.
Wow. Marcelo Under just came in with a $9.99 super chat.
Oh, good.
We'll yellowed it up
in bonus time.
Oh. Professor Perrault, please draft the Wong syllabus and put it into the Discord. The Brigade deserves.
No, I'm posting the video in the Discord channel, and you guys can go ahead and
look who just popped in the bottom here in the chat.
Who?
We're almost at DJ Hooks 609. DJ Hook's in New Jersey.
Well,
You got to put New Jersey on the list. I didn't hear no New Jerseys. Put them in there. Atlantic City, that's tremendous. And then
30.
Connor McLaren in 617 Waltham.
Mass. There we go. 31. All right.
Whitrock said, by the way, hello, Whitrock. You're a big part of the show, too. The 319 is the most represented area code Eastern Iowa represent.
Thank you, people. I appreciate that. That's 31 states and 3 countries.
On a Friday in September.
That's very
cool.
Welcome,
one and all.
That is a good showing for the Brigade.
One of you.
BVB, hashtag BVB Brigade. Very, very cool to see all you guys. And if you're listening back and you want to be a part of this, you guys can send it at Boston versus the Book on Twitter. You can say, hey, I'm here. It'd be fun to see if on a Friday we could get all 50 states either on the, not just live, we have 31 states live, but can we get the other states on the playback for either on Sports Grid or on Twitter or on audio, wherever you guys are watching the show on playback? Tell us.
Figure out how to do that. That would be
just
awesome.
At Boston versus the Book. Just give us your area code. Roll call Friday, but do it on a replay.
I mean, we got people that are Brigade Proxy Service customers from Hawaii. We got Landon, who watches the show from Hawaii, so we can get that one covered.
Australia.
We've got Australia covered. Leighton is tremendous down there, and he's always participating.
So I know a lot of you guys watch the show on replay. You don't watch it live. So when you come in at Boston versus the Books on Twitter/X, everyone's yelling at us to change this little thing on the screen. It says the Twitter thing. I don't really care. So it's always going to be Twitter. The bird's going to exist for me for a long time. I said,
you changing that graphic?
Someone said, you got to change. It has to be X. And I was like, why? Why? According to who? Like, it's Twitter's dead. No, it's not. It's still there to me. But it would be cool to see if we can get the other,
add another one to the list. Durham, North Carolina.
I already have North Carolina. We have North Carolina.
Okay. All right.
The states so far, we have the UK, Canada, and the US. Those are our 3 countries. Michigan, Maryland, Illinois, Ohio, California, Rhode Island, Maryland, Washington, Iowa, Oklahoma, Arizona, Indiana, New York, New Hampshire, Nevada, Texas, Pennsylvania, Florida, South Carolina, Colorado, Virginia, Tennessee, Louisiana, North Carolina, Nebraska, West Virginia, Missouri, and New Jersey. Pretty damn good. Love you guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for watching.
Do that heart thing. I can't really do the whole.
I can't,
all of it, right?
The Taylor thing. I can't do that to the Taylor stuff. She has thumbs that I don't have thumbs that do that in the bottom, like the whole little thing. My daughter's thing can do that. I can't do that. Double jointed thumbs.
I got them.
You got them? Yeah. There you go. Like that. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Backwards.
Damn. My God.
It's crazy.
That's like Pedro Martinez's middle finger does that.
That's
how he can throw the whole.
Believe me, that off-speed stuff worked good for me with that thumb catching that lace on the way out. Yes, sir.
That's very, very cool. Before we let go of you guys here, and we kind of have enough time to do it, so we'll hold. If you guys want to write something, if you're watching live, bonus time on the other side. If you do want us to talk about a game that we missed, super chat it now. We'll get to it on the other side. We're going to do the Brigade Proxy Service story of the day on the other side. YouTube now is owning the Sunday Ticket. If you guys ever want to, if you're on Sports Grid and or XM, go to YouTube. Bonus time, extra time will be there at Boston versus the Book on YouTube for that. We always do some extra content when we leave you guys with Sports Grid and we leave you guys on Sirius XM. So just heads up, FYI, as we do that. Have a phenomenal weekend for you guys who are watching on Sports Grid or listening on Sirius XM. We can't wait to see you guys. Dave's on Sports Grid now every day. So we see a lot of Dave. You'll see us every Friday, me and Dave together on Sports Grid. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys tonight, or I guess next week, next Friday for that. Right. Dave and Matt, thank you for being here. For you guys who are live with us, stay here. Don't move. We'll do all super chats. We'll do the Brigade Proxy Service story of the day. The last one of these, we've been doing this for almost 2 months. The last one of these, it's kind of crazy. But as we say, for you guys live on YouTube and Twitter, time for bonus time. Get a double stinger. We get double stingers.
Hold your ears. The second one is Definitely louder than the first one.
On purpose. Brigade Proxy story, NFL story of the day. It is our last one of these as we start the contest tomorrow. We are going to sign up people today. If you are in town, okay, here it is. Someone just sent a text message. I don't know if they said a name or not. Let's see if they sent it. They gave us a name. It was at 11:41.
Focus, do the show.
Okay. No, it's bonus time. It's fine. Someone had the 864 area code for you guys. We will get you in tomorrow. Okay. We will figure it out. We will make it happen. They want to set up tomorrow morning. We'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. So
better be damn early before the sun comes up.
Really?
I'll meet you. Yeah, I'll go meet him. I'll be up 6 a.m. That's fine.
All right, we'll figure it out. So they're on the ticket.
702 radio show in Philadelphia tomorrow at 8. So I gotta be back by 8.
Okay. 702-570-8255. Circa is staffed 24 hours a day. So there's possible deadline is tomorrow for the sign up for the Circa Million and Survivor Westgate Super Contest as well. We got the bread guys already into the Westgate Super Contest. I'm going straight from here to the Westgate to sign somebody else up for the Westgate Super Contest.
From here to the Tuscany,
and I'll meet you there. So it's phenomenal. I don't have to rush now because someone else is picking up Madeline, so we're good on there. So
tremendous!
Yeah, so I don't have to rush now. So we're good on that. So just to be back by 5 o'clock in order to be able to do Sports Grid, I got to shower and get ready for Sports Grid, but we'll be on at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern.
We're at home. Just splash on a little something.
You don't have hair. I gotta do my hair. That's why I wear hats. I gotta go take a shower and get ready and all this stuff.
Yeah, I shaved it already. It's
there you go.
Tight, so I'm good.
There you go. So how do you feel about YouTube beginning the Sunday ticket? The NFL made it perfectly clear yesterday, that the only place to watch the Sunday ticket, even though DirecTV has been advertising as such, the only place you can watch it is on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Problems? We thought Amazon would be a disaster, and it wasn't. Can YouTube handle it on Sunday when the crush happens? Because everyone is signing up for it tomorrow. Like no one's like the rush happens tomorrow when they go, oh wait, the games are tomorrow. I got to buy it now. They'll get their big rush of people.
I would think so. I don't know. We discussed it here, and I think it was kiboshed initially. But
really,
yeah, it was like I suggested it, and it was like
you can watch it all on your phones. You can watch it everywhere. When you go out, and you go to dinner, and you watch games.
I want to watch the
Steelers
kids and the wife. Listen, Jessica, come on the show. She'll tell you that I'm on my phone.
Yeah, but the kids have iPads and everything else. Okay, so what?
She don't want me on the phone more. She ain't gonna let me do this. But the reality of the situation is, the next time she comes on, I'm gonna ask her who's on her phone more, me or you, and she's gonna say me, and it's not even close. We'll ask little kid sick. It's her. Do you need to be on your phone more?
No, but it doesn't matter because I'm watching something.
It does matter. You're on your phone too much.
No, it's different. When someone says on my phone, I mean like scrolling social media. Watching a game is just watching a game. It's a different screen.
You are on your phone.
But you're the same way when you're watching your iPad or watching your TV or watching your computer. There's no difference. It's just a screen. You're watching a screen.
So watching TV and watching it on your phone are the same to you?
100%.
Completely different experiences for me.
How?
The TV's big. It's nice. It's this phone is nice. I mean, it's a little phone. This doesn't sound the same.
Okay, wait. So at your house, you have how big of a TV set? Like a 60-inch, 70-inch?
I think that's a 65 or 70.
So when you go to Circa and there's a 10 by 10 foot screen,
that's way different watching the games there than watching it on my phone.
Why? It's a screen. There's no damn difference. The size of the screen doesn't matter. Screen is a screen.
Size does matter no matter what they tell you. It does.
All right.
Especially for the screen.
And if I can be mobile with it, I'm going to want to be mobile with it.
I don't know. I don't get it. I just, it's fine. I mean, I may be forced to do it if that's the only way that
it is.
You can watch it, and you want that thing.
You won't get to.
I hope it works, but this ain't going to work for betting.
No,
this is not going to work for betting. If you guys think you're going to be able to get the Sunday ticket, make in-game betting,
no,
you're out of your mind.
No, absolutely not. Not even close. There will be an overlay for the Circa Millions. We saw our friend Preston Johnson boarded an airplane this morning to fly to Vegas. Other people are doing the same thing because it's 1.3 million. What do they wind up with? What's the closing number, do you think?
I saw JB in the parking lot today.
Okay.
Benson. And I asked him that question. He's hoping to get to 5,500
You'll have $500,000 overlay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I buy it.
It's fair.
I bet under.
We'll see.
Yeah. A lot of people are doing that though. People are getting on planes. People are coming here. People, because it's too good of a, it's exactly what happened the last 2 years where people hear within 24 hours, they hear the word overlay and they get their butts to Vegas to sign up, driving or flying to come in for the weekend to be here, not just for the game, but also to sign up. So he might be right. They might get there, but there's going to be an overlay. How big? That's going to be the question. All right, let's roll through these fast. Better to book a time. If Dave likes it, he bets it. If he doesn't, he books it. Tonight, Illinois plus 3.5 against KU.
I would book this one. I like the other side.
You like Kansas tonight?
I do. I'm not knowing anything about Illinois. Just listening to people talking and watch the line move. I'm leaning Kansas.
Okay. Over 9.5 tonight. Dodgers and the Nationals.
You put one baseball game on the baseball topic on the rundown.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
two
have
baseball
two
bets.
baseball plays.
It's a Friday night.
I'm shocked at you.
We can watch this together tonight.
Yes, we can. Sheehan and Gore.
Do you know what Sheehan's road ERA is?
It's pretty good.
9.88.
Pretty bad.
Sheehan sucks on the road.
Really?
He's awful on the road for the Dodgers.
Gore.
Number one road team to the over in baseball by a ways, the Dodgers. All 3 games on this road trip have gone over.
Well, all right. Let's say bet it right now without doing the work and looking. Bet it.
Over 8.5, Rangers, A's.
Ugh. A's game.
Oh, yeah. Rangers are going to score a ton of runs tonight.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
As good as they've been?
They've scored runs. They've just given up a ton. Their bullpen's garbage. The A's will score tonight.
How is Texas minus 250?
Because they need it
the
desperately.
Worst team in baseball, and it's not even close in the last month, right? 4-17 or something?
Yeah, they're horrible.
Holy crap.
A's are the antidote. It's only 8.5. I can't believe it's only 8.5.
Man, oh, man. Oh. I think this is a book it.
Wow.
The Rangers can't. I don't know. You better rely on the Rangers.
Even against the
total.
Astros. Even with no. Disagree with you. I think the A's score tonight. Bullpen for the Rangers is absolutely horrible.
Addison just came in with the chat and said, please give my wife Kelly a birthday shout out. Kelly, happy birthday from Addison and myself and Matt and the entire brigade.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting Addison be a part of the show. He has the wrench that my little one wants so bad. We're going to get her that wrench.
Yeah, we'll do it Saturday. We'll do it tomorrow.
All right. I say book it. We'll be able to talk about this tonight on Sports Grid at between 5 and 7 Pacific.
Texas plus 7 against Alabama.
You really like this. You cannot. You've been talking about this. Damn it. You bet this in the summer. You've been talking about this for like a month. Isn't there a revenge factor? Why have you not mentioned the revenge factor for Alabama?
Because the guy who would be the revenge factor is currently the quarterback for the Panthers. They won. They didn't lose.
I know,
Texas,
but like
they're
going to what's the revenge? A night game.
What's the revenge? They won.
They
Alabama
barely
won.
Like they got to lay one on them now and cover.
I don't think they got the horses to lay one on them personally, but they could. It's Alabama at home.
I say book this one. This is sneaky to me. I don't.
Okay.
You could be right, but give me. I get Alabama minus 7 at home in a night game. Come on.
Hey, put it this way: on Monday when we're back here, Texas outright is not going to be a surprise to me at all. at all. So
I'm going to have to find some burnt orange. I'll wear the burnt orange or something on Monday.
under 36.5, Iowa State.
Bet this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think watch this.
Yeah, just bet this.
Right? Like, bet this. But I didn't realize we had so many Brigade people and stuff from Iowa watching the show live and stuff. It's great. I thought it was just Brommelkamp and a couple of his friends, but there's a lot of people in Iowa watching. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck watching that game. I'm going to keep an eye on it.
I'll watch it.
I think field goal's over.
Maybe I like the game under better than field goals over. I'm a little skeptical of that. I think 2 is the number. So the worry is how many do they get? 3? They might get 3 though. Patriots +4 against Philly.
It's probably a good bet, but I'll book it.
What do you mean? Probably a good bet, but you book it. Okay, Patriots
it's probably a good bet, but I just until I see that your Patriots are actually going to be able to score, I think they're going to get outscored here. And you may be driving to cover and lose by 3.
Fair. Backdoor. I agree.
And that's the way you get there.
Possible.
I just think that Philly is so loaded that they're not going and losing the first game. Plus, Bill and his girlfriend just broke up. This is the sulk game. The game next week,
Tom is there. Tom is there's no.
This is all where it goes bad. But next week, who do they play next week? Who do the Patriots play next week?
I don't remember.
You
Miami?
don't remember?
Is it Miami week 2?
Oh, yeah. No. Hold on. I'll tell you who it is. Because it's a big game.
Patriots in week 2.
Patriots in week 2.
Is it Buffalo or Miami? It's a divisional game, isn't it?
It is schedule. It's the Dolphins.
Yeah, it's a divisional game. Okay. Yeah. So
Sunday night.
Oh, good game. All right. Yeah.
At home. They're going to win that game.
I think they lose that game. They beat Philly and lose the game potentially.
Reverse it for me.
Okay.
Book it.
Steelers, Niners, under 41.
Oh, I think we got to bet this, Perrault. Versus 20 wins.
This is a war.
2017 top score, right?
Yeah. This is a
something
war.
like that. I mean, if this beats you, it's 23-20.
It's going to be fun. This is a fun game.
I'm excited to watch it.
Tease the hell out of this game. This is the Wong teaser leg for me, but it won't be done until Sunday, as we mentioned. And then finally, Baltimore, Washington, teaser, -120.
But it's not
both
a
down.
Wong teaser.
Not a Wong teaser, just a straight teaser. Just a normal teaser. Not a Wong teaser. Just teasing it. Baltimore -3.5, Washington -1.
What side loses in that?
Don't know. It's essentially a money line play. Although you could lose. Baltimore wins by 3, but I don't think so. I think they probably win and cover.
When I came here and I started writing tickets, stuff would come out of the machine when I would just look at it and go, that's a winner. I'm looking at that going, that's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which side loses. I always try to look at that and go, I don't know.
Washington gets beat outright, I guess, maybe. I mean, but I'd be surprised.
We got some super chats to go over, huh?
Okay, so let's do it. All right, let's go.
What in the hell just happened with that color? What is that? Crunchy Beaver dropped a bomb.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Okie dokie. Let's
Look
get to
that.
it. Let's get to this. Okay, we have a lot of this. All right.
Cow.
The doctor's round robin for the week. I have no idea what that means. What is that question?
Who's that from?
Who is that's from Austin Macca.
Austin
Macac.
The doctor?
The doctor's round robin for the week. What does that mean? What's the doctor's round robin for the week?
So
I don't know.
I got to give it out. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, it's to you.
Doctor. No, I know the doctor. It's
Okay.
Dr. Greg. It's
that you did tease that. I forgot that. What is the round robin play? Good point. What is that?
All right, I'll get it. He just sent it to me.
Okay.
All right, this was his initial look. This was he gave me this Wednesday night. I forgot. We're gonna do this every week.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me, Austin. The
Money
doctor's
lines.
round robin.
Yeah.
Money lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Game 311, Cincinnati.
Okay. College. Okay.
Game 326, Wazoo.
Washington State.
Game 360, Texas Tech. And game 365, which I'm going to have to check what this is because there's so many damn letters. I don't know where he came up with this one. Game 365 is NMSU.
New Mexico State.
365 is New Mexico State.
Yeah, New Mexico State.
Liberty. So he says Pitt plays West Virginians in primetime ABC next week. We've seen this story before. You ever been to Pullman? This is one of the top 2 teams in the Pac-12. Oh, God. You ever seen a duck in Lubbock on a hot summer night? Yep, forget about it. The goalposts are hitting the streets. And I watched 2 episodes of Breaking Bad season 5 last night. I ain't going against anyone from New Mexico. There you have it. That's
there you go. Baseball parlay, Toronto, Texas, Atlanta, Dodgers, plus 300. Who ruins it from Chef Benny?
Chef Benny. All right, let's go back to the baseball. Give me the teams again, sir.
Toronto.
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
Atlanta.
That's for low blow, but okay.
Dodgers.
Oh, bro, it's the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers, no?
Yeah.
Or it's Texas. Listen, you can take Texas. That's fine. Like, that's the one I don't want.
Right.
The way they're playing,
yeah, I agree.
I don't care
That's
who's
scary.
playing the other side. Sometimes in baseball, you can't get out of your own way. I wouldn't use Texas is the one that's going to get you.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze and New York sports fans are going to go crazy after the Jets and Giants both missed the playoffs, after the Yankees and the Mets both missed the playoffs. It's great.
Thank you, Mr. Freeze. You just made my morning.
Mikey Awesome said, get it on. Bet a Wong. Get it on. Big Business said Wolford and Baker were the QBs last year for Seattle and LA, both covering. Geno threw for 11 into 5 versus LA. Donald didn't play the second game. Sonic 602 area code in Phoenix. Thanks to Mikey Awesome on his voice acting for today. We'll play that in a second. Professor Perrault, please draft the Wong syllabus and put it in the Discord channel. That from Marcelo. I will do that. Chris Covey, the fighting Phils against the Fish. Perez versus Sanchez. Who wins?
This is a gigantic game. I think Philly wins, but man, oh man, this is going to be a tough game. This will be one I'll be watching when we get ready to sign on and do the sports grid.
Yeah.
This is the game of my choice early. I can't wait to watch that game.
Good game. Nebraska team total 27.5. I'm leaning towards the alternative under of 24.5 at plus 130. Mr. Freeze, your thoughts? I like that.
What's the number?
24.5 plus 130. Alternative under for Nebraska.
For Nebraska?
Team total. Yep.
You keep saying they can't score. Is
they can't score.
Defense good?
No, but Nebraska can't score. So,
all right.
I like it.
I told you. I just don't know. I don't know what this game's going to go like.
Okay. Big Business. SMU is plus 16.5 at Oklahoma. I don't believe OU is for real. They still don't play any defense. Thoughts on SMU covering 16.5 after what did Oklahoma put up? 80 in the first game?
Oh, my goodness.
That was dumb what they scored in the first game.
Right. What's the game? SMU?
Yep.
And who?
Oklahoma.
16 and 15.5. You think SMU covers? That's the question?
Yes. I don't like it.
Oh, I don't like that at all. But
Mississippi. We got another one. 32 states. Mississippi came in. There we go. We missed that.
David Harris, Big Dave from Mississippi, checking in. That's a big dude right there. Big Dave's probably driving somewhere. I met him at the Circa. He's a good dude, man. That's great. Great to have you in the chat. I love it. He can listen to us at night while he's driving.
Good.
10 to 12 Pacific, 1 to 3 Eastern. We're on 159. It's great.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
By the way, the doctor last week went 3 out of 4. So the round robin cashed for the doctor last week.
It's live. It's no joke. He's going to make somebody a bank when he hits it. But you got to play him with the points too.
3 out of 4 is not bad.
He plays him on the money line and he plays him on the points. But the points ones, they cover a lot more. And they're really good in the first half. The problem with those things is he takes dogs that need to do it for 4 quarters. He texts me every week. He's like, man, I should have done it first half. Yeah, should have done it first half. So that's another option too. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Crunchy Beaver dropped a 50 spot.
Damn. Thank you, sir.
Real quick, Dave. Better to book it, okay?
Yep. Let's do it.
Michigan minus 40.5.
Lay it.
Plus 185 on that. It's alternative total.
Yeah. They're going to, I mean, like you said, write your score. I think they put up 50.
Tulane plus 7.5. Good game.
That's a really good game. I like it. I like that home dog. I like Tulane.
Okay. Iowa under 36.5. We did that.
Yes, bet it.
Appalachian State plus 19.5.
Holy crap. Who are they playing? I haven't talked about
App State is playing North Carolina.
North Carolina, App State. North Carolina is 19.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting 19.5. That's probably a good bet. I'm not a big fan of it.
Agreed. I think NC might kill him. Steelers money line at plus 115.
I'd rather you take the 2.5 points. I really think that can be a 2-point game or 1-point game. I'm hoping you're right. The Steelers win. I say bet it.
Packers money line at plus 105.
What are we missing with this game? Honest to God. Why? I don't
Jordan
get it.
Love.
No, I really like the Packers. Like, I am so not on Chicago's bandwagon. I feel like I have a blind spot. I feel like I can't see what I'm supposed to be seeing. So I like the Packers.
Finally, Cowboys minus 3.
You're on your own with that one. I'd say
agree.
book that one. I like the Giants, but
plus 3.5.
I'm terrible with the Cowboy games too, especially early, because I never give them credit when they're good, and then I bash them when they're bad. I want to help them. So I'm not good with the Cowboy games.
And then Crunchy Beaver, we gave the shout out to that's his wife, Crunchy Beaver. I'm sleeping during the Iowa State, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lock. You can mortgage the house on it. So I appreciate him jumping in on that. That was so there we go. That is an unbelievable amount from you guys. Thank you so much for all that. That was absolutely awesome. Favorite thing about today is what?
Roll Call Friday. It's Roll Call Friday. But listen to this. I just got this. My wife and daughters are texting me about some Luke Bryan show. He's here and all this other stuff.
Got arrested for drinking and driving, but yelling at cops. But yes.
2 things. One, I left this morning very early out of my house. There's a story that's out now on lvrj.com.
You have 3 minutes to tell this story. Go.
Saw the remnants of a terrible motorcycle accident on the corner. Right. I can still see the remnants of it from my balcony. I don't think the person's going to make it. I saw as I was turning, they were setting up the lines and they must have got the person out of there. It was terrible. Drive slow. Be careful. Please. Like, it just made me realize again how lucky I am. Had I been there 10 minutes earlier, might have been bad. I just realized it right then. And 2, got a text from Will while we were doing the show.
Okay.
And said, hey, I was watching bits and pieces and parts of BVB. I totally didn't expect you to say anything. BVB has been a part of my life 5 days a week for over a year. And yesterday was the first one I've missed. Yes, it's my job and I get paid to watch, but your show is so much more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me? That's why we do the show. There you go. I'm done. That's my 3 minutes.
Favorite thing about today is this.
45 seconds-ish to air. Stand by on streaming. Stand by on Sports Grid. Stand by on Matt Frozen. Stand by for Roll Call Friday at 5. And roll call. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take.
So damn good. So damn good.
I don't even have words.
That's my favorite thing about today. Have a phenomenal weekend, boys and girls. Thank you for being here. He's Dave. I am Matt. We got a lot of stuff to do. We will talk to you later on Sports Grid. Dave and I tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time. You can watch us for 2 hours if you want to get more of us here on BVB. Talk to you on Monday for another episode of the Bostonian versus the Book.